Well, folks, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the wonderful stuff I decided to buy at both Donna's Railroad Supply and Rob's Hobby World. I asked you guys what you thought I might have bought, and some of you guys, took guesses, and a whole bunch of you are correct. If you are correct, congratulations, you win the SMT Guessing SMT's Consumerism Award of 2019. Anyways, here are some of the engines. I would be unpackaging them, but unfortunately I had a bit of a hold up at the TSA. It wouldn't be the first time. I don't know, they see a motor on the scanner or something and they don't like it. I had when I bought my CSX-9 in California back in whatever it was, 2013, and I brought it back. They took it aside to look at it, and they did the same thing with these engines, so that's something special. Anyways, here are the engines. I'll take them all out one at a time so you guys can have a closer look. This is the first engine I decided to buy. This is a Southern Sealiner. This was one that I believe was refurbished. I've opened it up and it looks quite good on the inside. And also it's, I think, had a little bit of cosmetic work done on it. Those handrails do not look stock. Unfortunately, it's missing its horns, but that's not something that bothers me all that much. So, yeah, that's kind of the first engine I decided to buy. The second engine I decided to buy, I'm not terribly good with engine types, but I believe this is a GP9 Santa Fe locomotive. It appeared to be in pretty good condition. I think it was also refurbished. It has one thing that's a bit odd. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's like a B sticker on the front. I don't know. It's just the letter B over the Santa Fe logo. So that's something somebody did at some point. It's only on the front. I just thought that was a little bit odd, but I'm sure it's something we can remove. Like I said, I'm not the best with engine types, but I think this is an SD40-2, which is almost identical as far as the actual model goes to my Canadian National SD40-2. This is, by the way, by AHM, which I've concluded is what my CN locomotive is by. I know the seller said it was a lifelike, but I'm pretty sure it's an AHM. So, I guess I've got two possibly SD40-2s now. And the last one I decided to buy I thought was really cool. This is a Tyco GG1 Amtrak locomotive. This was being sold at a discount for 20 bucks because apparently there is a problem with the gearbox. Now, I asked the guy at the store to see if it would run. He put it on the track. He was making a squealing noise. So my hunch is going to be that the gearbox is okay. It's just the main pivot gear, the gear that creates all the torque out of the three-pole motor, is slipping. That's a very common problem with these old Tyco engines, because it was making a terrible squealing noise, but it wasn't making like a clicking noise or anything, so that's a sign that the gearbox is probably in good shape. It's in basically perfect cosmetic condition. I can't see any major scuffs on it, which is pretty good. I know the price tag says 20 bucks. I didn't pay 20 bucks for it. Basically, after he tested it, I said, hey, it's broken. I don't know, what kind of work I'm going to be having to put into this thing if I buy it. I'll offer you 10 bucks for it. And the guy said, sure. So, yeah, this was the one, by the way, I bought from Rob's Hobby World. These three were from Donna's Railroad Supply. So, those are the 4 engines I decided to buy. Now, let's go test some of these, because most of them work. At least these 3 do. I'll show you what this one does, but it definitely doesn't run. So we'll start off with running the Southern Railroad Sealiner, and if we give this thing just a little bit of power, as you can see, it fires to life, and appears to be a pretty good runner actually. Most of these old RSO engines are really loud, and this one seems to be pretty quiet, so that's good. At least I think it was an RSO, I don't know, maybe this one's an AHM. Just give her a little bit of juice. Motor is drawing quite a bit of current. That's pretty common. Most of these engines are like 40 or 50 years old, so it's kind of be expected just because the magnets have gotten weaker. So that's the first one. And the second one we'll run is the Santa Fe GP9. And this one is a AHM RSO, so I guess my guess about the other one was right. I guess AHM and RSO were kind of the same company, at least at some point. And as you can see, if I give it power, it does run. It's a little stuttery. It's also got this kind of unusual light on the top. I'm not sure if somebody was trying to make it look like a yard light, but to me, since it's not blinking, it just looks a little bit unusual. But hey, it gives it a little bit more character, so that's another way of looking at it. Unfortunately, it looks like something is a bit shorted. It is running though. I don't know. Could be something else shorted on the track. But as you can see, it does run. Okay, so this thing just got a whole lot weirder. The motor is now not working at all. It's not shorted. The current went right down. It's not humming. It definitely didn't burn out. I didn't see any smoke, and I didn't hear any unusual noises. But it definitely has some sort of electrical issue because this weird light on the top is not the same as the one on the front. I can prove that because when I push it back, it shuts off. This is the strangest engine I've ever seen. Well, that would be fun for us to try to fix in the future. Somebody who's clearly doing some kind of unusual modding on it, but again, character. Here's that SD40-2. Now, if we give her a bit of power. See, it's a little loud, but it runs very well. And if we up the power a little, as you can see, it does a pretty decent speed. Suspect similar to my Canadian National one, it's probably going to be a pretty good puller. These old AHMs find they have pretty decent motors. This one's actually not drawing too much current, which is pretty good for its age. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool buy. And here's the last one, the Amtrak GG1 by Tyco. Now this thing definitely doesn't work, and I'm not going to give it power for long because it sounds absolutely awful. But here it is. Any person who's either had Tycos or has worked on Tycos will know that sound. So this one needs a little bit of work, but I'm confident we can get it working. Even if we don't, it's a great looking model. I know a lot of people don't like the old Tyco GG1s because they're not a prototypical design, obviously, with the wheels, but they're classic in their own right, which is kind of, to me, you know, what a toy train is supposed to be. So that's all the engines I decided to buy. I'm pretty happy with all of them. At this point, I've basically got 2 new engines to run on the live streams and 2 new project engines, which is pretty good. I also wanted to let you guys know that I think it's time to restore a certain Acela Express engine, which got into a wreck a few months ago. I've been doing a little bit of work, and I think it's finally time to. So that might be a future video very, very soon. But we'll have to wait and see because, I don't know, there's always something going on here and something might get in the way. Who knows, I might have another video about something else up tomorrow or the day after. But yeah, I think the Acela is going to be a future project very soon. So that's kind of exciting, I guess. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching.